I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. The more I gave, the less I got, oh. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Yes, I saw her face, I'm a believer. I'm a believer, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a believer, I'm a believer, I'm a believer, I'm a believer. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name's Pete Johns and welcome into the Happy Hour. If you don't know me, I'm a singer, songwriter, musician, and YouTube content creator. Yes, I help you create, record, and release your best music. But once a week, we hang out here together and we put on a little virtual gig, a little virtual busking extravaganza, and we're doing some 60s stuff. These are my top 12 songs of the 1960s, and we kicked off with that one by the Monkees, spelled Monkees, because of course it is, from 1966. Funnily enough, that was written by Neil Diamond before he became the superstar supporter. Released in November of '66 and stayed number one on the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 straight weeks. People loved them some Monkees back in the day. It was the best-selling single of 1967 in the US of A. Hello to everyone who is joining us here. I hope you are all having a fabulous time. And thank you to Thomas Christ and to Jade Starr for getting the party started. Hello to Joe and Barrie Glenn. Hello to David Cartret. There is our wonderful moderator, Thomas Christ. Hello to Bubba, MJ Copernicus, and Lewis Cook. Bleeding Red Beats is here because of course they are. Hello to Denise, who's lurking in the background. Angela Sinclair's here as well. And if you are not here, I'm not talking to you. But if you're on the replay, g'day. We do this each and every week. There's Laurie's Mishmosh, and our mate Mark Bro can't make it. Sup, bro? He can't be here, but that's okay. The show must go on. All right, let's crack on with another track. This one comes to us from a band. Hey, it's a super chat from Bubba. Yes, the virtual busking case is open, so feel free to fill it. Thank you very much. Still carrying the flag, absolutely. 6 years, mate. We're over the 6 year. No, we're coming up to 6 years. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. We're going to have to do a big 6 year celebration. G'day Jade Starr. G'day Bradley Example. Brad Example's up next. If you don't know, I'm not the only one who does a nice little concert here for you. Barrie Glenn, g'day to you. We've got a bunch of other folks who do the same thing. We've got Jade Starr, Thomas Christ before, and then Brad Example straight after this show. We better crack on because we're doing this top 12, Pete's top 12 concerts for the next 6 weeks. So we're starting with the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties. It's going to be a fun old time. So let's crack on with this next track. This comes to us from a little band you might have heard of. They're called Credence Clearwater Revival. This was written by John Fogerty. released on the album Green River in 1969, and it only reached number 2. It didn't make it to number 1. Fogerty said he was inspired by a storm scene in the film The Devil and Daniel Webster, reflecting on the uneasy mood of the late 60s. Well, yeah, you and I are going to dive back into that uneasy mood of the late 60s with this one from CCR. I see a bad moon arising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I hear rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Don't go around tonight, well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Hope you've got your things together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye's taken for an eye. Don't go around tonight, well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go around tonight, well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad mood on the rise. Credence, Clearwater Revival, telling us all about the late 60s and what to expect in the times ahead. Then we had the carefree fun of the 1970s, and if you want to join me for that show, that's happening next week right here on the channel. We're going to do some 70s rock and roll, a little bit of folk music, a little bit of everything, really. That's what we do around here. Thank you so much for everyone for the virtual round of the pause. Appreciate you, David, Lewis, Joe, Thomas, Mum and Dad. G'day to you there in the front row. Hello, Barrie, Bazza, Glenn, Bleeding Red Beats. Thank you. There's a baboon on the ride. Yeah, a little different version of that track for you there. Thank you again for those who have donated recently. We have Bubba who threw $19.99. So that's the thing about online busking and shows that you can support here. You can support for like fractions of cents. Try putting 99 cents in someone's bag or hat when they're busking and see how they find that. No pennies. So in 1967, there was a band by the name of, there was an artist. Well, there was a band by the name of Them. And they had this singer by the name of Van Morrison. So he actually then went solo. So in 1967, his first solo hit after leaving that band was this track. It was released in 1967. Believe it or not, it only reached number 10 on the Billboard charts, which I find kind of surprising because it's a very well-known song and played very often. When you're out and about, you'll hear this one being jammed on. I need your help with this one. You can sing along in the sections. You'll know when that part comes. This is Brown Eyed Girl. Hey, where do we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and running, hey, hey, skipping and jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts thumping with you, brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened? Tuesday is so slow, going down the old mile with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding out rainbow's wall, slipping and sliding, yeah, all along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Remember when, what did we sing? We used to sing sha la 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 da, just like that. Sha la 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 da, la da. So hard to find my way, now that I'm all on my own. Saw you just the other day, oh my, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord, sometimes overcome, thinking about making love in the green, green grass hill behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da? Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da, yeah, yeah. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da. Brown-Eyed Girl from 1967. And the cool thing is, I was talking to my wife about this just before the show, that if you didn't know these songs, you probably know them. She said from The Simpsons. Yes, The Simpsons played a lot of these tracks during their run of 37 years and counting. And Forrest Gump, Good Morning Vietnam. To me, they were the three. As someone born in 1979, I wasn't around for the 60s. My parents, Fid Johns, Jill and David, as you see in the chat here, they were definitely around in the 60s, and they introduced me to a lot of this music. And then the movies of the 80s and the 90s grabbed that. Because think about it, it's like us getting songs from the 90s and putting them in movies now, which we're seeing. I can't wait till we get like the complete resurgence of all the 90s songs. I want another singles where it's like Pearl Jam and Nirvana and Green Day and Mother Love Bone and all these great bands in the soundtracks of movies. Hello, Level Invert. Good to see you here as well. I hope you're doing well. More of a Jim Morrison than Van Morrison, but that was good, says Tom O'Cry. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, let's continue on the show. This is from 1965. This song was written by John Phillips and Michelle Phillips. You might know them better as the Mamas and the Papas. It was released in 1965, reaching number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. I'm surprised at how low a lot of these ranked in 1960s. I thought that they would, this would have been number 1 for sure, but no, hit number 4. Michelle Phillips said the song was written during a cold winter in New York when they wished they were back in California. So yeah, it's not a clever metaphor. It's literally just a song about dreaming about California on a winter's day. All the leaves are brown and the sky is grey. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day. I stepped into a church I passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees and I pretend to pray. Now the preacher likes the cold, he knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. All the leaves are brown and the sky is grey. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. California dreaming on such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. The Mamas and all the Papas, California Dreamin' from 1965, bringing the 60s to you. I should have got some, that was the other one. Our mate, old mate, Violent Man. Stabby, stabby, shooty, shooty. Quentin Tarantino. Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction definitely brought back, especially Reservoir Dogs. Pulp Fiction was more modern, but Reservoir Dogs with the Stephen Wright, with the sounds of the jukebox sound. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah. You know it if you know it. Good old music, absolutely. Thank you, Sylvie Drappel. Thank you, Level Invert. Paws and Guitars is here. G'day to you. If you're here lurking and working and just enjoying the tunes and kicking back and having some fun, feel free to say g'day. There's Barrie Glenn. Thank you also to Sal Caruso, who made a PayPal donation recently. You can donate via the PayPals. I'm going to allow it. It's okay if you want to do that. You can also donate using the super chats, the super stickers, the super thanks. You can become a member. You can become a patron. I'm sure Thomas Christ has already slung all the links your way, and I appreciate all the support. And look, just hit the thumbs up. Just hitting thumbs up can really help us out. Now, 1968. This song was written by a guy, you might have heard of him, he goes by the name of Paul Simon, and this movie was pivotal in this movie. This song, I gave away the meaning there. This movie was pivotal in the, start again. This song was very prominently featured in the movie The Graduate. It did reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and indeed, it won Record of the Year at the 1969 Grammy Awards. So we went out in the year 1969. This was a 1968 track, but it won the best song in 1969 at the Grammys. And so, yes, infidelity was the sign of the times. It was free love, man. Peace and love. That was my wife's bit. She's like, I said, because there's a line in this that says, make sure, most of all, you got to keep it from the kid, got to hide it from the kids. And I'm like, or, also your husband or partner. And she's like, no, it was the 60s, man. Free love. This is Mrs. Robinson. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. bit about you for our files? I bet you would. We'd like to help you help yourself. Ooh, Look around you, all you see are sympathetic eyes. Stroll around the grounds until you feel at home. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, 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 hey. Hide it in a hiding place where no one ever goes. Put it in your pantry with your cupcakes. Just a little secret, just the Robinson affair. Most of all, you know you gotta hide it from the kids. Cuckoo, cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, 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 hey. Sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon, going to the candidates' debate. Laugh about it, think about it when you ought to choose. Either way you look at it, you lose. Where have you been, Joe DiMaggio? Nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Woo, woo, woo. What's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Joltin' Joe has left and gone away. Hey, 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 hey. Woo! Simon and or Garkunkel there with Mrs. Robinson. Cuckoo, cuckoo, indeed, Mrs. Robinson. And that one, again, record of the year at the Grammys, 1969. One of the first albums I bought. Well, that's funny. One of the first albums I bought was Paul Simon's Graceland, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. You know the one. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you big time. You're all awesome. You all rock, and thank you for rocking up to yet another happy hour. And I hope you're liking this revised, new and improved format where we're doing it more like a gig, because this is what I want it to be. I want it to be like you're rocking up at your local pub and just kicking back, and there's a guy in the corner. That's me in the corner. He's playing some tunes to get you moving. You're right, Barrie Glenn. Paul Simon simply cannot write a bad song. Got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. That was one of my favourites from that album. And of course, you can call me Al. But you can't. You can call me Pete. This next track was written by folk legend Pete Seeger. Most of the lyrics came from now, you're going to have to help me out with this, the book of Ecclesiastes. Yes? Ecclesiastes 3:1-8. It was recorded by the Byrds, and this one did hit number one in 1965. And it's a beautiful little ditty. If you watch The Wonder Years, I think that was the first place that I heard this song very prevalently utilised. It is called Turn, Turn, Turn. Everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die. A time to plant, a time to reap. A time to kill, a time to heal. A time to laugh, a time to weep. to everything. Turn, turn, turn. This is a season. Turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to build down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather souls together. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time that you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything, turn, turn, turn. This is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to love, a time to hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. The Byrds, part of the animal invasion of the 1960s. Every single band had a name after an animal. You had your animals. You had your birds. You had your turtles. You had your Beatles. You had them all. Thank you. Yes, look, that's even though I say I probably heard that, I probably heard it first on the Saturday Night Jukebox on Easy Listening 102.35 ADDN mix something something. Here in Australia, we had that every Saturday night for like 6 hours, from 6 p.m. to midnight, just 50s and 60s rock and roll. And it was usually on in our house, and I heard a lot of these songs for the first time way back then. Welcome to the halfway mark. Yeah, we're 6 songs into Pete's top 12 of the 60s. Are you having some fun? Are you enjoying yourself here? Thank you, Bubba. Appreciate you. Hey, it's Frank Terzo, Barrie, Glenn, Angela Sinclair. G'day to you all. Lewis Cook, thank you again for being here. David Cartret. David Cartret's got a song. He's actually got a great new album out, and he's got a song on tomorrow's Your Music Live, which we'll be doing tomorrow at, I forget the times now, 3 p.m. I want to say it's 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UTC, and here in Australia, 9 a.m. Monday. It's your Monday morning wake-up call for our friends here in Australia. Let's kick into our second half, our second set. Let's pretend that I've gone off. You've met me at the bar, you've bought me a brew, we've had a chat about music, and you're like, oh, I really liked that, I like the 60s. I don't know who you are or why I just used a weird voice for you. But we're going to crack on with our second set. All right, I'm back on. Like, thanks everyone, my name's Pete Johns. And why is my voice that now? All right, we're going to kick in. We're going to jump into 1963, going back in time. This is the song that launched the career and the sound of a little band called the Beach Boys, that early surf rock sound. It only reached number 3. Again, shocked at how low that these weren't number 1 songs, but just goes to show that there's a lot of great songs that were released in the 60s. And funnily enough, Chuck Berry received songwriting credit because the melody is based on Sweet Little 16 by Chuck Berry. So yeah, before all the controversy of people taking songs and stealing songs and reusing songs, it was happening all the way back in 1963. It's called Surfin' USA. If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be surfing like California. See them wearing their baggies, Roger sandals too, a bushy blonde hairdo, surfing USA. You're catching surfing at Del Mar, Ventura County line, Santa clues and trestles, Australia's Narrabeen, all over Manhattan, and down to Anyway. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA. We'll all be planning out a route, we're gonna take real soon, crashing down our surfboards, can't wait for June. We'll all be gone for the summer, we're on safari to stay. Tell the teacher we're surfing, surfing USA. Haggardys and Swannies, Pacific Palisades, Santa Fe and Sunset, Redondo Beach, LA, all over La Jolla, and Waimea Bay. Everybody gone surfing, surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA. The beach lads, the surf chaps, the coast kids. Keep them coming. What would you call them? Like another name for beach, another name for a group of people. The cove caperers, the wave wankers. That's it. We're going with the wave wankers. Ah, that's a cool tune. Little bit of surfing for you. Yeah, surfing US of A. Thank you again for being here. Yeah, set your reminders. And yeah, look, tomorrow is episode 299 of Your Music Live. Next week, in 8 days' time, yeah, episode 300. Hey, look, it's the wonderful, the amazing, the iridescent, he glows in the dark. You wouldn't know it, but he does. It's Frank Terzo. Thank you very much for the 5. That's 2 toonies and a loonie. 5 Canadian dollars. So thank you so much, Frank. I'm picturing you reaching over and just tink, tink, tink. The 2 toonies and the loonie fell into my virtual guitar case. Yeah, and how about this? This guy, the guy who, fathered me, joined the workforce in 1963. So he started working as a banker in 63, and the Beach Boys were busy making music and definitely doing nothing else. Don't look it up. They were all very clean young lads and never got into trouble. G'day, Dr. Blue. Hey, Hugh Caldwell's here. Hello to you. G'day, Dr. Blues from Mississippi Gulf Coast, USA. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, a lot of USA artists and bands that will be playing on the show here today, including this next one. So this was actually written by P.F. Sloan. It did reach number 1, believe it or not, in 1965. And look, I was hesitant about playing this, given things going on at the moment. But it's too important. The thing about the 60s is they were a time of revolution, they were a time of uprising, they were a time of peace and love, and there was a lot of fear. There was a lot of fear of everything going on in the world. There's a lot of fear of the Vietnam War, there was a fear of the Cold War, there was a fear of all the things that were happening between like the 60s into the 70s. And the civil rights tensions in the United States, there was a lot happening, and thankfully we fixed all that. Pause for laughter. It's a song by Barrie Maguire. It's called On the Eve of Destruction. The Eastern world, it is exploding, violence flaring and bullets loaded. You're old enough to kill, but not for voting. Don't believe in war, what's that gun you're toting? And even the Jordan River has bodies floating. But you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say? Can't you feel the fear that I'm feeling today? If the button is pushed, there's no running away. There'll be no one to save with the world in a grave. Take a look around you, boy, it's bound to scare you, boy. So you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. My blood's so mad, feels like coagulating. I'm sitting here just contemplating. You can't twist the truth if it knows no regulation. A handful of senators don't pass legislation. Marches alone can't bring integration. When human respect is in disintegrating, this whole crazy world is just so frustrating. But you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Think about the hate there is in Red China. Take a look around to Selma, Alabama. You may leave here for days, just when you return. But when you return, it's the same old place. Pounding drums, pride and disgrace. You can bury your dead, but don't leave a trace. Hate your next door neighbor, but don't forget to say grace. But you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe on the eve of destruction. That goes out to, I think you know who. All right, let's move on. Don't worry, we will lift the tempo. I had to do that. That's they officially call that just the, everyone's going crazy and having fun. That's the set leveler. So you're at a live show. That's just the one that, is just going to make people stop and think and ponder, maybe get a little angry, and then you play some Johnny Cash. Yes, the Screaming Jets version, the Australian band by the name of the Screaming Jets, who I saw live. My mate Matt played in a band, and I can't remember the name, Undermine. He played in a band called Undermine, and they supported. They were a rockin' band, and I worked with him in a call centre, but he was played in a band on the side, and I saw him supporting them at the Gov, which is one of the biggest sort of alt-rock venues here in Adelaide. It was very cool. All right, I'm just going to leave this here. Yeah. All right, let's play some freaking Johnny Cash. This one was written by June Carter Cash and also Merle Kilgore. It was released in 1963, and it was number one on the Billboard Country chart. But it's then kind of gotten a little bit more, I guess, popularity over the years, and you hear it in a lot of places now. And Cash added a mariachi-style trumpet section, which became one of the song's signature sounds. And you know what happens when there's a trumpet in a song? You know what Pete Johns has to do? He, of course, has to go to the mouth trumpet. So that's what we're going to do right now. Ring of Fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. down, 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 and those flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into the burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 but the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Woo! Yeah, I can imagine the cat wouldn't like the trumpet. One of my dogs doesn't like the vacuum, but I'm probably sure he wouldn't like the trumpet either. Work on a Sunday, level invert. That's just unacceptable. Yeah, look, I usually make the comments about the having a nice curry, the preparation age, the making sure you got the moisturiser handy, etc., etc. But yeah, it does give you that, doesn't it? Since Johnny Cash with the goat, I think it's time to crack a goat. There you go. There's the happy hour. The happy hour's underway. What are you imbibing in, folks? What are you having? If you're having a beverage, you're having a seltzer, you're having a nice glass of wine. Barrie and Joe, are you on the wine and the chocolates? Is it that time of the year? Or maybe some scotch? Or maybe you're just a good person and you're having some water, or you're having my stream quality just said, I just had to update your stream quality, Johns. So you might have got Robot Johns for a minute there. What I'll do is I'll chuck myself off the Wi-Fi so that we're pure pipes of internet goodness. So you don't have this problem in a pub. If someone's playing a gig in a pub, it's not like they're like, I fell into a burning ring of fire. Dear. Scared the bejeebers out of Mando earlier today singing. Oh, there you go. Having a caffeil? Joe's on the scotch. Beers, wines. Yeah. Nice. All right. I'm wearing the shirt. I'm wearing the Beatles shirt here today. So we have to play a Beatles tune, don't we? So this one was from the album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's a long title. I don't think many people heard it because it had such a long, weird title. I think everyone just left it on the shelf. It was written by John Lemon and Paul McCaffrey, I think. Yeah. And they let the drummer sing this one, if you can believe it, right? It was actually written especially for old mate Ringo because of his limited vocal range. And I'm like, that's harsh. But it's good because I also have a limited vocal range. Having a bit of potato juice, I like to hear it. You love to hear it, Angela Sinclair. Yes, it's a fringe time around here, and my wife's been having those seltzers, which are like the gin or the vodka and like a nice sugar-free seltzer in there. And I actually had a glass of wine. I went and saw Lindsay Craft, supported by the musical director Ben Folds. Long story. I'll tell you about it tomorrow on YML. But it was a cool show. But I didn't want to drink a beer because it was an hour and a half show. I didn't want to break the seal and then have to be like, I'm that guy that sneaks out of the small theatre halfway through to go have a whiz. Didn't want to be that. All right, this is called With a Little Help from My Friends. Billy Shears, what would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do you do when your love is away? Do you worry that you'll be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? Nope, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? Yeah, I want somebody to love. Would you believe in love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain it happens all the time on Hinge. What do you say when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. I bet you do. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? Yeah, I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? Yeah, I want somebody to love. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I get high with a little help from my friend. With a little help from my friend. Oh, yeah, the Beatles. Because it's the 60s, you got to play a Beatles tune, don't you? Yeah, from the 1967 album called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We hope that you enjoy the show. We've got two songs to go here for you. Let's say g'day to some other folks. MJ Copernicus, hello to you again. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Bleeding Red Boots, Thomas Christ. David Carr, Tret, Paws and Guitars. Hey, it's Jamie Lynn. Good to see you, Jamie Lynn. All right, bougie. Actually, just San Pellegrino Limonata. You're having the good water. That's good. Yeah, you gotta love the Beatles. Gotta love the Beatles, don't you? Unless you're Russ. But Russ is probably asleep at the moment. He's probably chatting to Jade, half asleep or maybe snoring in the background. The folks get together after their shows and have chats on various places. Well, one place really. Clubhouse. Little Sip of Goat. We've got two songs to go for you, folks. So the problem's going to be that 60 songs were so quick that 12 songs in 60 minutes is absolutely easy. I'm worried about when we get to like the 80s with like long synth solos and things, but we'll cut them down. And the 90s, Black Ocean, it's going to be a challenge. But that's a challenge I'm willing to take because, yeah, I like doing these sort of themed nights where we do one particular thing. This next track was written by a couple of names, Mick Jagger and Ken Richards, I think. It became the band's first #1 hit in the United States, and it probably has the most legendary story of how the riff was created. So the riff goes like this: down, 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 down. Well, at least when you have lead guitar and rhythm guitar together. And Keith Richards said the famous riff came to him in a dream, which he recorded on a cassette recorder beside his bed. And I'm sure he wasn't passed out from anything while dreaming up this riff. And yeah, he was like, "Oh, I just gotta go. Well, I've had a bit much tonight. I'm just gonna have a little lie down, lads." Oh, geez, I reckon that's gonna be a #1 song in the United States. I do. Record. True story. Exactly what happened. I can get no satisfaction. I can get no satisfaction, 'cause I try and I try and I try and I try. I can't get no I can't get no. When I'm driving in my car and a man comes on the radio and he's telling me more and more about some useless information supposed to drive my imagination. I can't get no, 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 no. Hey, 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 that's what I say. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction, 'cause I try and I try and I try, oh, and I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. When I'm watching my TV and a man comes on and tells me how to white my shirts can be, but he can't be a man 'cause he doesn't smoke the same cigarettes as me. I can't get no, 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 no. Hey, 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 what I say. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no girly action, 'cause I try and I try and I try and I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. When I'm riding around the world and I'm doing this and I'm singing that and I'm trying to make some girl who tells me, baby, better come back later next week, 'cause you see I'm on a losing streak. I can't get no, 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 no. Hey, 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 that's what I say. Hey, 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 that's what I say. Woo, yeah. The stones that gather no moss, because they are always rolling. And that one was from 1965, the first big breakout crossover hit by the band The Rolling Stones. So whether you're a Beatles person, whether you're a Stones person, we've got you covered on the show here today. My mum used to dance like Mick. Oh, geez, that would be the coolest song in the world, video-wise, is Mick Jagger and David Bowie dancing in the street. Like Bowie, who has nothing but style, class and flair, and then you just got Mick Jagger flailing. And there's a really great version. Do yourself a favour, after you've watched the end of this show and gone and checked out Brad Example, go and search Dancing in the Streets, no music. And it's just those two like dancing around, but it's just like the squeaks. It's just watching them dancing, like the squeaks and the sound of it. And it looks hilarious. Good stuff indeed. Thank you again, everyone, for hanging out here with us tonight, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for all of your kind support, your rounds of the pause, your wonderful donations. Thank you to Bubba, who got the party started. Thank you to Frankie Turzo as well. You rule. And if anyone else would like to make a donation, whether you're here live or on the replay, you're welcome to do so. Thank you to the 27 wonderful folks who've hit the thumbs up button. Boo to the 2 people who hit the thumbs down button. Maybe you just don't like the 60s, or maybe you don't like me. Either way, that's fine. Because next week we're doing the 70s. We're living in the 70s. And we're doing that next week here on the show. So if you'd like to join me for more happy hour goodness, you can do that. We've got Brad Example coming up playing next in just 5 minutes' time. And don't forget, we've got Your Music Live playing your best independent tunes. And we'll be doing that tomorrow for you. But I've had a good time here tonight, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are in the world. And I hope you have too. And we're going to finish off with a bit of a sing-along. I think you might know the words to this one. Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became a summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I am inclined to believe they never would, but now I'm. Look at the night, and now don't seem so lonely. We'll fill it up with only two. When I get hurt, hurting runs off my shoulder. How can I hurt when holding you? Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Appropriate time to be here, Carolyn. Sweet Carolyn, ba ba ba. Good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. I am inclined, ba ba ba, to believe they never would. Oh no, no. This is the part where we build up to the big final chorus. Are you ready, folks? Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba, good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. I am inclined, ba ba ba, to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline. Thank you everyone for being here on the happy hour. I hope you had a really good time. Thank you, Jenny Jollivet, for your kind donation. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you next week. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. Keep creating. See you real soon.